Hello, my dear friends, how are you? Today I'm going to discuss parallel resonance. In the last class, I have discussed series resonance, then I have solved some numericals related to that. Now, parallel resonance. See, मैंने आपको बताया था कि resonance is a condition in which the current and the voltage are always in phase. Resonance यहाँ पे मैं लिख देती हूँ parallel resonance. Okay, parallel resonance में what happens that a circuit consisting of a parallel connection of R, L and C. Okay, uh, this is called a second order parallel resonance circuit, and parallel resonance circuit is also called anti resonance circuit. That means इसको हम क्या बोलते हैं, anti resonance circuit. ठीक है, इट इज एक्टिंग लाइक अ बैंड रिजेक्ट फिल्टर. ये एक BRF की तरह काम करता है. दैट मीन्स बैंड रिजेक्ट filter. It is going to reject the filter is a frequency selective network that rejects, here in this case, a band of the frequencies. Now, in case of parallel resonance, okay, see, this is R, oh god, this is R, this is L, this is C, okay, R, L, C, and here it is you're having some voltage source, okay, this is V, and here some currents are flowing like IR, IL, IC, okay, this is the voltage source. Okay, now if this is a electrical circuit, now you can see that as this is a parallel resonance circuit, so here what will be the condition here? This will be the total current, this will be the total current. Now here it will be admittance is equal to what? G plus 1 by j omega L, okay, plus j omega C, because you know that admittance is the reciprocal of impedance. So G is what? 1 by R, 1 by j omega L. That means if the impedance is j omega L, so Y will be 1 upon j omega L, and that's it. Okay, now at resonance you should be knowing that Y is purely real. At resonance, Y is purely real. Okay, now see, that means you have to put down its imaginary value j of omega C minus 1 upon omega L equal to 0, which implies you have what? You have this omega is equal to 1 by under root LC. That means your resonant frequency will be is equal to 1 upon 2 pi under root LC hertz. Okay, now when you are going to draw the graph related to it, that means, see, this is the graph, okay, this is V and I, and here if it is starting from the 0, it is going towards the peak and then it is falling downwards. Here this peak is going to be referred as V max, and here it will be at this point it will be known as 0.70 max, V max. Okay, and then I'm choosing another marker, and then here it is, in this case, okay, here it is the resonant frequency. That means it is the center tuned frequency. Here it will be its F2, and here it will be its F1, and so this, the graph which is laying inward, this is current and this is voltage. Okay, so what is going to happen here in parallel resonance? What happens that you should be knowing that current is minimum, you know, current is minimum and the impedance is maximum. Okay, at lower half power frequency, at lower half power frequency, that means omega 1, okay, omega 1c minus 1 upon omega 1 L, this is equal to what? Minus 1 by R. So that means your omega 1, just calculate its value, omega 1 is equal to minus 1 by twice RC, if you are going to solve this quadratic equation, then it will be like this way: plus under root of 1 upon twice RC ka whole square plus 1 upon LC. Okay, and at the upper half frequency, what is going to happen? At upper half frequency, that means omega 2, you have again omega 2c minus 1 upon omega 2l. Okay, this is equal to 1 upon r. Okay, so this omega 2 is equal to what? Just solve it. It will be 1 upon 2 rc plus under root of 1 upon 2 rc of whole square plus 1 upon lc. So these are the upper half and the lower half frequencies. Okay, now what will be the bandwidth? Bandwidth is the difference between the highest frequency and the lowest frequency. That means it will be equal to 1 upon rc. Now quality factor is what? This is equal to omega r upon bandwidth, which implies that Q is equal to what? Omega r into RC, because bandwidth is 1 upon RC. This is 1 upon RC. And this then again it will be, you can write it as Q is equal to R by omega RL. Omega RL. Okay, so you can also have that at resonance, what is going to happen again? If I'm changing the marker, at resonance, this current through inductor is equal to what? Current at the resonant frequency IRQ angle minus 90 degree, and IC current flowing through capacitor will be IRQ angle 90 degree. Okay, so the resonant frequency is what? It is F naught is equal to 1 upon 2 pi under root LC hertz. Now you have again, this is admittance, this is admittance versus X, this is reactance. Now see, this is the graph, and this is admittance on the y-axis. Admittance is equal to 1 upon r, and this will be like this way. The graph of XL is here y, that means 1 upon omega. What happens? Current through inductor are always lagging and current through capacitor is always leading. In case of admittance, it is the reciprocal of impedance. So just this straight line from the origin will be equal to omega c, and this is what? This is resonant frequency, and this is nothing. Now see the conditions here. See what is happening here. First, below resonance, the circuit acts like a RL circuit. That means this omega is less than omega naught. You know omega is the resonant frequency. That means it is having lagging power factor, lagging PF. Second point is what? That above resonance, the circuit acts like an RC circuit. Circuit acts like an RC circuit. That means omega at omega greater than omega naught, it is having leading PF. Okay. Third point is what? That at frequency omega equal to omega naught, circuit acts like a resistive. Circuit acts like having resistive nature. Circuit acts like a resistive nature. Now what is the bandwidth? Bandwidth is again here we have calculated 1 upon RC, and quality factor you can calculate it at it is FR by bandwidth. So you can have a look and you can write it as R under root C by L. That is the opposite in that case of series, opposite to that of series resonant circuit. Sixth point is what? The damping ratio. This is equal to 1 upon twice Q. So see, that means impedance of parallel resonant circuit is maximum at the resonance. In case of series it was minimum. In case of parallel it is maximum. Now current is minimum So Z input, that means Z input is equal to R at omega equal to omega naught is the maximum impedance. That means when you are going to draw the graph, okay, it is Z comma I on the y axis, it is frequency, that means omega, then the graph here it will be of impedance because it is going to be maximum, and then it will be current because the current is going to be minimum in the parallel resonant circuit. And here you can have what, that here it is center resonant frequency, here it is omega 1, and here it is omega 2. Okay, so this I by omega, okay, the current, the ratio of the current and frequency, that means omega naught into Vs upon R, this is minimum. Okay, so what we have learned here in this parallel resonance circuit, see, it acts as an anti-resonance circuit. It is mainly knowing as band reject filter. For the parallel resonance circuit, we are going to calculate basically the admittance. It is the reciprocal of impedance. So this is G plus 1 by j omega L plus j omega C. You also note that S is equal to j omega. At resonance, you should be knowing that this impedance or admittance will be purely real. So imaginary part is going to be 0. After calculating this, we have this resonant frequency is equal to 1 by 2 pi under root LC. Now as soon as we draw the graph between voltage and frequency, or the current and frequency, that means voltage and current has to be plotted on the y-axis and the frequency on the x-axis. We can see that at resonant frequency we have maximum voltage, and it is 1 by root 2.707. It means 1 by root 2 times of the peak value of the voltage at its corner upper and lower frequency points. That means at F1 and F2 we have V is going to be 1 by root 2 times of its peak value. The current is thereby falling. Okay, so that means the current is minimum and the voltage is maximum. As you can see, Z is equal to V by I. If the current is minimum, so impedance is going to be maximum. If it is going to fall, then it is going to rise. That means the voltage is at its peak. So at lower half power of frequency we have what, omega 1c minus 1 upon omega 1l. Just put down from the here omega 1c minus 1 upon omega 1l, and this will be equal to minus 1 by r. Okay, after solving the quadratic equation we have this much value. Okay, at upper half frequency we have 1 by r, that means this is the upper half frequency. That means after the resonant frequency we have this positive upper half frequency f2. Okay, and here the voltage is going to fall, current is going to rise. Okay, so this is also omega 2. Now bandwidth is omega 2 minus omega 1, it is 1 by RC, and that's why it is the quality factor. And this is current through inductive circuit is IRQ angle minus 90 degree. Current through capacitive circuit is this much, because current always leads in the capacitive circuit. Now you can see from this graph admittance versus this frequency. You can see that from this origin this is a straight line. Below resonant circuit, that means here what it is, you can have a look that below resonant circuit, that means at this point omega less than omega naught. Okay, it is acting as an RL circuit, that means lagging PF. And above resonant circuit, that means at this point omega greater than omega naught, it is having leading PF, and the circuit is acting as an RC circuit. So circuit acts like a resistive nature at omega equal to omega naught. Bandwidth is 1 by RC, quality factor is R under root C by L, and this is the graph. So this I have already told you. Okay, so you should be knowing it very clearly. Okay, and now one more point. For example, you should be knowing about one more thing. You know that in parallel resonance also there is self-inductance and mutual inductance. Okay, so what is self-inductance? Let me also tell you one more thing. See, self-inductance. When a current changes in a circuit, you know the magnetic flux linking the same circuit changes and an EMF is induced. When current changes in circuit, okay, so magnetic flux linking same circuit also changes, and the vice versa is going to happen. Vice versa, that means the opposite also happens. So an EMF is induced in the circuit, an electromotive force and EMF is induced in circuit. Okay, now you should be knowing that induced EMF जो होता है आपका, the induced EMF, okay, induced EMF, it is proportional to the rate of change of current. That means V is equal to L of di by dt. V is what? It is the induced voltage. Di by dt is what? It is the rate of change of current. This is the rate of change of current, and L is the self inductance. So inductance can also be expressed as N phi by I. Okay, N is what? It is the number of turns in the circuit. N is what? Number of turns in the circuit, and phi is equal to L. That means it is the flux linkage. It is the flux linkage. Now this is the circuit. Okay, here it is the inductor. Okay, it is the current flowing through the inductor. It is the voltage. Okay, it is the number of turns. Okay, and it is the flux. So V is equal to L of D, it is N phi by L and by dt. So this is equal to N into D phi by dt. So this is the relation. Now I think that class is going to be very long. Anyway, this is the first equation. This is the first equation, and this is the second equation. Equating both the equations, L di by dt is equal to N into d phi by dt. So which implies L is equal to N d phi by di. So let us discuss mutual inductance in the next class and keep growing. And please don't forget to put a bell icon so that you can easily receive all the notifications, and please like, share and subscribe. Okay, so thank you.